Recording in progress.
Okay, good morning everyone. We're continuing in Mishna Berura, Daf Hashavua. Today we learned Siman Kuf Chaf Ches. We're in the middle of Sif Beis. Yesterday we learned that the Mechaber said in Sif Beis that any Kohein, that there's nothing preventing him from duchening. He doesn't have a mum, he doesn't have a lineage issue. If he's not oile la duchen, even though he's mevata a mitzvah saseh, one mitzvah saseh, it's like he's violating three mitzvah saseh. What the Mishnah Berura explained what that meant is that the three mitzvah saseh are kois sevarchu, amar lahem, and v'samu es shemi, even though the primary mitzvah saseh is only one, which is kois sevarchu, it could further be divided into three. Now, we also saw something yesterday in the Mishnah Berura, that the Mishnah Berura quotes the Poskim, that even though Nesias Kapayim is not only one mitzvah saseh, but it's almost like it's almost like three mitzvah saseh, nevertheless, it would not push off Tumah. And the reason it doesn't push off Tumah, why don't we say Aseh doich holiest aseh? It's because Tumah is a lav va'aseh, lenefesh le'yitama and kedoshim yihu. Therefore, even if the Shel Tzibur already called out Koyanim, where the mitzvah saseh of duchening is chal on the Kohen, and then somebody dies, the Kohen cannot duchen, he has to go out immediately. Not only that, even if somebody dies in middle of the bracha, and if the Kohen doesn't know, the Mishnah Berura said you have to tell him. But if it's a tumah in an adjacent place, and you stopped off all the holes, even if he knows about it, even though this tumah is only midrabanan, so why is this tumah midrabanan? So yesterday Rav Nosson explained that because it's talking about where, even though all the holes are sealed shut, but the passageway of this tumah would ultimately come through this place, that's tumah d'Rabbanan. So if we're dealing with only tumah d'Rabbanan, even if the Kohen knows, he doesn't have to leave. He's allowed to finish Nesias Kapayim, because duchening is d'oraisa, and this tumah is only d'Rabbanan. But if the Kohen found out before he washed his hands, then it's better for him to leave, but it sounds like even then he's allowed to stay. Okay, let's see further in the Mechaber. Im haya bebeis knesses k'shekari kohanim, meaning a Kohen who doesn't duchen is over ke'ein three aseh if he's in the Beis HaKnesses when the Chazan called Kohanim, or if they told him get up to duchen, or if he washed his hands. All these three things trigger the obligation to duchen. So there are three things we see in the Mechaber that trigger the chiyuv d'oraisa to duchen. Either Kohanim, or if Beryl says, no Zundel, go already, go. Gaitzi, go. I've been waiting. I came 5 minutes ago. I would have stayed in bed the whole day if not for a Berchas Kainim. No, go already. How long can I stay in the shul? If somebody tells him to go up, or someone tells him to wash his hands, that's when the chiyuv is chal. Says Mishnah Berura, K'shekari Kainim, de belav hachein oila. Because if you don't say Kainim, he doesn't go up to duchen. The chsiv, amar lahem. You should say to them, u'metagaminan kad yemrun lahayin, when it is said to them, "V'hu kriyas Kohanim sha'anu oimrim." So the proclamation Kohanim is actually derived from the words of the pasuk. V'ayin lekamei b'siv katan yod v'kasav Magen Avram v'davka sha'aka raglav ba'avoida. This din that a Kohen is mechuyev to duchen when he says Kohanim, and that he's allowed to duchen, that's only if he moved his feet, if he took a step forward during the bracha of Ritzei. Avalim layaka raglav. If he didn't make a move during Ritzei, ein rashay lalos, he's not allowed to go duchen. Okil kaman sivches. V'afta chazan kara Kohanim, even though he was called Kohanim. Oisha amar le beferish lalos. Or Beryl said, no, gaitzi, go, get up there already. Eino over ba'aseh. He's not over naseh. Okay, so now we're learning that in order for the Kohen to be over naseh, he needs two things. He needs to be called. If he's not called and he doesn't go, he's not over baseh. and he needs to make a move. Because if he doesn't make the move, it's only when he's called and he makes the move and he doesn't go, then he's over b'aseh. However, Ve'el Rabba Hivi b'shem Tshuvas Mahara Mintz Shemestapik b'zeh. Ve'el Rabba brings from the Tshuvas Mahara Mintz that who's masupik, that maybe if he called Kayanim, even though he didn't make the move by Ritzei, maybe he does have to go. Ulai b'ofen zeh mechuyev la'alois. Therefore, al ken yesh zar shaloi liois az b'veis hakneses kedei shaloi yavei lazeh. Therefore, if a kohen who does not plan to duchen is going to be in the shul when they call kohanim, and he thinks, you know what, I just won't, make that first step, and now I won't be violating an aseh. The guy is not in the mood of duchening. He already duchened by 5 minyanim that day. But he wants to hang around this minyan, and he doesn't plan on going to duchen. He's over an aseh. No, he says, I know the Mishnah Berura that it's dafka kisha akar raglav, so I just won't be akar raglav. No, that's not good enough, because the Mara Mintz, quoted by the Oy Rabbi, is masupik that maybe you're still over naseh if they called kayanim. So therefore, if you don't plan on duchening, the kohen should make sure not to be in the shul. Uvalav hachi yesh lasos kain. Even without this, the kohen should make sure that he's not in the shul when they call kayanim, even if he's not going to be oikar raglav. Mishum shalayom rolav shupagam, so that people don't say you're a disqualified kohen. Demiyada shalayaka raglav ksas ba'avoda. People are watching your footwork, whether you made a move, you didn't make a move. So therefore, if a kohen doesn't plan to duchen, he needs to make sure not to be in the shul. They should have special kohanim closets, for kohanim who they don't want to duchen, but where do they go? Where are they supposed to go? They're going to go down to the Kiddush, it's going to be Maras Ayin. So they should make a new room called a Kohen closet. If a Kohen who doesn't plan on duchening, we'll put him in the closet until afterwards. Okay, that's just an original idea, And you could also get a donor, a sponsor. Okay. Siv Katan Yud. Ayim Amrulai. Another occasion or another trigger for the kohen to violate an aseh is if they say, go up. Zeh koi gam kein b'shav b'beis hakneses v'lo k'shamar lo b'chutz. The chiyuv of duchening when they tell you to go is only if the kohen's in the shul, not if he's out of the shul. Rak deba ha-mechaber l'hoyres lanu. The mechaber is coming to teach us the ein afkamina b'din bein tevas koyanim shekari achazim b'chlal l'koyakanim oy shamar lo b'frat lalos. So what the mechaber is coming to teach is that there's no nafkamina whether the invitation to the kohen was formal with the declaration koyanim, or if the guy next to you gave you an elbow and said, no, go already. There's no difference. There's no halachic difference. Or if, let's say, the guy who's pouring the water said, stick out your hands, I want to wash them. That's also will trigger a chiyuv to duchen. So by the way, when the Mishnah Berura said earlier that if it's only Tumah D'Rabbanan, and the Kohen knew about it before he washed his hands, it's better for him to leave, even though it's only Tumah D'Rabbanan. It's interesting that there the Mishnah Berura picked the trigger of washing hands, even though in the beginning of the Mishnah Berura, Sivkat and Ches, he was talking about Kohanim, unless they're just all interchangeable. There are three triggers of the chiyuv of a kohen to duchen. Kohanim, go, if they say go do it, or they say go wash your hands. Why is go wash your hands a trigger? All these three ingredients, all these three situations are included in what the Torah says Amar Lahem. The kohen's over naseh if he doesn't go. V'cholza Meir gam kein lefidas hamagin Avram hanal sha'aka ragla ba'avoida. Now, this is all going according to the shita of the Magen Avram, that the kohen is only over ba'aseh if he takes a move, if he makes a move. Now, what's interesting to me is the Mishnah Berura never said that was the opinion of the Magen Avram. In Sivkatan test on the fourth line, he just said, V'davka sha'aka raglav, avalim loy aka raglav in rashay lalois. He didn't say that was the opinion of the Magen Avram. Here the Mishnah Berura is revealing it's the Magen Avram. V'ayin oid b'baralach she'bayarnu sham oid. The divrei ha'mechaber koila gamkein. The im she'amru loy b'veis ha'knesses. Koidem she'gamar berchas ritzei. The haya oz b'yicholtoi lakar raglav loy ratza. The oiver ba'asei l'kulei alma. V'ayin sham oid b'mashe kasavnu. So now the Mishnah Berura is quoting what he says in the Be'er Halacha, that the opinion of the Mechaber is that if they told you in the basic Knesses to go up before they finished Ritzei, because then you had the opportunity to be Oika Raglav, and you didn't, you're going to be Oiver Ba'asei. Seems like the Mishnah Berura is saying that even though the opinion of the Magen Avram is you're only Oiver Ba'asei if you're Oika Raglav, what if they told you Koyanim and you could have been Oika Raglav and you didn't? Then you're also Oiver Ba'asei. What do you mean you're Oiver Ba'asei? But I thought the Magen Avram says, I thought the Mishnah Berura said that if you're not Oika Raglav, you're not allowed to Duchan. You're right, you're not allowed to Duchan, but you're still Oiver Ba'asei. You heard this? This is what the Mishnah Berura is saying. Mishnah Berura is now being mechadesh, that even though he said in Sivkatan Tes that the din that the Kohen has to go up is only if it's Oika Raglav. Avalim loy Oika Raglav, einoi rashoy lalois. You're right, einoi rashoy lalois, but you're still Oiver Ba'asei. So, in other words, if the Kohen is in the shul and they say Koyanim, and he says, okay, I just won't be Oika Raglav, you're going to be Oiver Ba'asei. You can't Duchan, but you'll be Oiver Ba'asei. What do you mean? The Mishnah Berura said in Sivkatan Test that the Elya Rabbah is mesupik about this. Why is he saying definitively here that you're definitely Oiver Ba'asei? No, the Elya Rabbah was mesupik, maybe you're mechuyev lalois. You see, it's like this. If you're in shul, by Ritzei, and you hear Kohanim, and you don't Duchan, you're Oiver Ba'asei. What if I'm not Oika Raglav? Am I still Oiver Ba'asei? You're definitely Oiver Ba'asei. Am I allowed to Duchan if I'm not Oika Raglav? The first opinion of the Mishnah Berura is no, and the Aliyah Rabbah brings him out Ramins that he's Mesupik, maybe you're allowed to, but if, irrespective of whether you're Oika Raglav or not, you still will be Oiver Ba'asei. That is the conclusion of the Be'er Halacha. So, again, when the Mechaber says that Im Haya B'Beis HaKnesses, when they said Koyanim, Oy Amru Leilalos, Ali Tolav Oiver Ba'asei, it doesn't matter if you're Oika Raglav or not. If you're not Oika Raglav, you may not be allowed to Duchan. The Mishnah Berura says you're not allowed to, the Elya Rabbah is Mesupik, but definitely you're Oiver Ba'asei. Have a great day, everyone. Bracha v'atzlacha. Shkoyach.